Hannah, and I am the student director of this year's spring musical Bye Bye Birdie. I would like to thank everyone here for coming to watch our production. And before we begin, I would like you all to take a moment and silence and put away your smartphones, as they weren't invented yet in the 1950s. And that is where our story takes place. But no, really. Please turn off or put them on airplane mode, as they may impact our mics. Many of you may not have heard of this musical before, and that is quite all right. We are here to take you back in time to give you the real Birdie experience. Think Americana, teen heartthrobs and old-fashioned rock and roll. Set in the 1950s, it follows the story of a young rock star named Conrad Birdie, who has just been drafted into the Army, and the chaos that ensues between his music label and teenage fans are the result of a last-minute plan that involves Conrad Birdie kissing one of his fans on live television. We have been working this production since October of 2018, and as audience members, you may not know that our production is double cast, meaning that there will be two people playing the same characters, and who you get to see depends on which show you attend. During this performance, you will be getting to see the red cast. Let's give them a hand. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Please rise for the royal anthem. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go back in time. Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
사랑을 했다.
Despacito. 오빤 강남스타일.
Conrad Birdie has just been drafted, and...
Can we watch cartoons or something? I don't want to watch this news.
Can we not ignore this? Conrad Birdie is going into the Army.
I know, but I hope we ever meet him and say goodbye.
And if we ever do meet him, what will be our goodbyes? You know what I'd say?
I know that, sir. But think of the disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not saying the boy doesn't want to go into the Army. It's just that... Well, no, I'm not suggesting any... Well, it seemed to me that 2 weeks from today, at the induction center, he'll be there. Rosie, thank God you've come. This is the end of Almelu Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie is going into the army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert, darling. Lots of luck.
Wait, no, Rosie, you can't! Not today of all days. My pills. Where are my pills? The little white ones I take when I'm overwrought.
Here.
Not so much. Break in half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin.
I am not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 until tomorrow. Water.
It's no use, Albert. My mind's made up. I've been with Almelu 8 years now, and as you well know, I've been a lot more than just a secretary to you.
Rose, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness and the office, I put a good 90-hour week. And for what? A $5 raise in 1954 and a bottle of Arpage last Christmas.
Promise her anything but give her our page, Rosie.
Yeah, but not a 16th of an ounce besides. I want something more than that.
If you're referring to anything of more permanent nature between you and me, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there are religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's a part of the company you're after, the answer to that is no. So, Almelu is me, Mama, May, and Lou. And any change in it would kill that wonderful woman who bore me.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert. Except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
I loved Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was loyal, he was lovable, but he died 6 years ago, and besides, he was a wire-haired terrier. Anyhow, I don't want a part of the company. This is something much more important.
If you're going to discuss what I think you're going to discuss, I'm in no mood to discuss it.
There is nothing to discuss, Albert. Conrad Birdie is going in the army. I've quit. There's nothing you can do but give up the business and
Rosie, I'm up to my ears in debt. Conrad Birdie has got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay. And I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Albert, this may be your last chance. Will you listen to me, Albert? I'm serious. If going in the army is the best thing you could do, now you're free to start to do what you want to do. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
Takes time to build business, bro.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. Just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become an English teacher. And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rose, please.
And in the NYU yearbook in 1952, under Albert Beekson's favorite piece of literature, you know what it says? Little Women.
I'm ruined in show business.
An English teacher, an English teacher, if been an English teacher, we'd have a little apartment in Queens. You'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life a man who's got his masters is really someone
beginning to see it. We cut the record here in New York.
Albert, you're on.
Of course, it may take a few years, but I'm sure by 1973 or 74 at the latest, well, what's that?
Something that's going to push that date up a few years. Pick a name.
Pick what name? What are you talking about?
Oh, all right, I'll do it for you. McAfee. Kim McAfee, age 15, President and Recording Secretary, Conrad Birdie Fan Club in number 2748, Sweet Apple, Ohio. Mary, could you give me Sweet Apple, Ohio, and call me right back?
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is what's going to send you back to college with the biggest hit song this business has ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
I've never heard of it.
Well, you haven't written it yet, but when you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie on his way to the big cold army for 2 long years, and when he gives that kiss to one of his fans, chosen at random from 1,200,000 hysterical teenagers, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
Rose, I'm beginning to see it. We cut the record here in New York
Let him kiss her.
and release the record.
Albert, you'll make enough money to stay in college the rest of your life.
It's wonderful, Rose. And I promise you, as soon as this thing is over, it'll be just the 2 of us, Rose. Perfect bliss. I'll get a job teaching English and bliss, kiss. That rhymes. And whatever anyone's used it for.
Yes. Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Kim McAfee just got pinned to who? Never mind, Mary. Just keep trying and call me right back.
Hi, Nancy. Hi. What's the story? What's the story? Hi, Marty. Hi, Alice. What's the story? What's the story? What's the word? Hummingbird. Have you heard about Hugo and Kids? David and Finn. Just kiss and cry. Did it and on? Or was he too shy? Well, I heard they got pinned. I was hoping they would. Now they're gonna ask.
Please go.
Say for good.
Hello, Mrs. Merkel. This is Harvey Johnson. Can I speak to Ursula,
Is it
please?
true about Kim?
Ursula?
I just knew it somehow. I just call her right up.
Saturday?
I can talk to you now. Go and say
You
it.
know it, man. It's crazy, man. You know it.
In her life, not at all. He's too thin. She's too tall.
Hello, Mrs. Miller. This is Harvey Johnson. Can I speak to Deborah Sue? Hi, Hugo. Hi, you stupid. What you wanna go get paid
Well, I
for?
got pinned.
Hey, you mean
I was hoping they would.
lost your
Now
model.
they're gonna ask.
Like a naughty.
Anymore.
Hello, Mrs. Garvine. Is Charity home from school yet?
But then she got pinned. Go and say it.
Saw
I was hoping
it.
they would. Go and say it.
Got it. Got it. If you gotta go, that's the way to go. When they got you, then you really go. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Go and say it.
McAfee, what do you mean you're resigning from the fan club? Just because Hugo Peabody gave you his pin doesn't mean you have to retire from all social life. Going steady is very important, but there are some things more important than very important, and the Conrad Birdie Fan Club is one of them. I mean, where else can we girls go to worship that wonderful creature? I mean, do you realize what you'd be giving up? Kim!
I'm sorry, Ursula, but my mind's made up. I mean, sure, I'll still play his records, but it's just things like the Pledge and the Conrad Birdie Scream are just past me now.
What? You're giving up the Scream? You mean when Conrad Birdie sings on television, you're not gonna go,
Kim dear, would you please get off the phone? I got some calls to make.
All right, Mother. Sorry, Ursula, I've got to go, but you'll tell everything to the other kids, won't you?
I suppose I'll have to. Bye, Kim. Kim! Are you sure? I mean, really, absolutely, are you absolutely positively?
I'm positive. After all, I'm 15 years old, and it's time I settled down. When you're a skinny child of 14, wired with braces from ear to ear, you doubt that you would ever be appealing. Then, hallelujah, you are 15 and the braces disappear, and your skin is smooth and clear, and you have that happy grown-up female feeling. How lovely to be a woman, the wait was well worthwhile. How lovely to wear mascara and smile, a woman's smile. How lovely to have a figure that's round instead of flat. Whenever you hear boys whistle, you're what they're whistling at. How wonderful to feel the way a woman feels. It gives you such a glow just to know you're wearing lipstick and heels. How lovely to be a woman and have one job to do, to pick out a boy and train him, and then when you were through, you made him the man you wanted to be. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. How wonderful to know the things a woman knows. How marvelous just to wait for a date in simply beautiful clothes. How lovely to be a woman and change from boys to men, to go to a fancy nightclub and stay out after 10. How lovely to feel so grown up and free. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me.
Kim, there's a call for you. The operator says she's been trying to get through for nearly 3/4 of an hour.
Thank you, Doris. I'll take it down there.
It was long distance and I can't imagine who. What did you say?
I said thank you, Doris. There's no need to look so upset. It's modern to call your mother by her first name. It makes mother and daughter more like pals.
Your father?
I'll call him Harry, naturally.
Yeah.
By the way, Doris, I think Harry took the news about Hugo and I awfully well, don't you, Doris?
I don't know. Yesterday I was a mother. Today I'm a pal. Are you sure you would like to call me Mom? That's modern.
I'm sorry, but times are changing and you've got to go along with them or be left behind with the old folks.
I am not an old man.
Yeah.
I was 18 in World War II.
Comrade Bertie is coming here to kiss me. Doris? Mother? Mommy?
Baby! What is it? What's wrong?
Comrade Bertie's coming here to kiss me.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
No, you don't understand. Comrade Bertie's coming here to Sweet Apple to kiss me goodbye, Mommy.
I never thought I would say this, but God bless Conrad Birdie. We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you. Hi, girls. Sorry I'm late. Let's go over that Birdie song once more before we head on to train, yeah? We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. Hey, little girl. You can sing with us if you want. What's the matter with her?
Oh, she just said the Conrad is going to the army. And she'll be too old for it when he gets out.
I think she still has a few good years left. Look, why don't you girls head down to the station now and I'll talk. Hey, little girl. I'm Albert Peterson, Conrad's manager. Come on now, things can't be that black. Smile. Little girl, this is an adult speaking and I order you to smile. Please. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy there's the luggage. Little girl, you better hurry on to track 12 before you want to catch Conrad before he leaves. Oh boy, would you take this down to track 12? Rosie, what are you doing?
Getting our things down to the station without any help from you, Albert.
I'm sorry, Rosie.
Albert, just take your briefcase and go down to that train before any of those reporters talk to Conrad alone. You know what happened the last time.
You hang on to it, Rose. I gotta wait here for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, have you told her about dissolving Al Melu?
I couldn't. Yesterday was the anniversary.
Of what?
Of Lou. 6 years ago, he was hit by a loaded beer truck on 181st Street on Broadway.
Yoo-hoo!
Do you suppose that's her?
It's either her or the all clear.
Yoo-hoo, Sunny!
Mama, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Run the subway.
Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxis? What do I need with taxis? I'll leave the taxis for my successful son. A mother can ride crowded in a dirty subway full of people who wouldn't give you a seat if your life depended on it. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother. And for a mother, it's lower the dirt anyways. Oh, here's some money I saved from not taking a taxi. Buy yourself some candy with it. Who's she?
Well, Mama, you know Rose Alvarez from the office?
This is Rose Alvarez? Pretty little Rose Alvarez? Oh, Rose, what happened? You look awful. You had a sudden shock or something?
Excuse me, Albert. I think I'll go see if Conrad's here.
By all means, Miss Alvarez. Look at her, Sonny. How nice she looks. It's a wonder to me some older man didn't snatch her off. A personable matron with a brain and a few dollars. What a catch it'd be for a lonely, old man. Goodbye, Rose.
Goodbye, Miss.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Well, Mama, what I wanted to talk to you about is sort of about Rose. Maybe you'd better sit down?
Why? I know my Sonny. He loves his mama. He isn't going to say anything that would break her heart. Go ahead, dear. What about Rose?
And it's kind of about Lou, too.
Lou, where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I consumed faithfully for 32 years. Where are you, Lou?
Well, Mama, Rose thinks, and I agree, that maybe I should give up Al Melu. Well, what's the matter, Mama?
Nothing's the matter. You killed me. That's all. Lou, I'm coming. I'm on my way up.
Mama, you don't understand. It's just that Rose thought. I thought. Look, here's some cash. Take a cab home. The subways are way too crowded.
Nothing's too crowded for a mother. I'll take the subway. How many blocks is it after all? Only 107? I'll walk.
Mama.
Take care of yourself, son. Enjoy. Wear your heavy coat. Be careful crossing the street. Keep your money inside your pockets. And eat a hot lunch.
Oh, Albert, I thought you were going to bring it to her gently.
Well, as a matter of fact, Rose, I didn't tell her at all. Since yesterday was my leaving, I thought I'd better wait.
You mean you didn't?
He's coming. He's coming. Conrad, he's coming.
Hurry, Rose. Conrad needs us, and we can't let him talk to those reporters alone.
But Albert, you promised
Later,
me that...
Rosie, later. Conrad needs us later.
Hey, how about answering a couple of questions, Conrad? Like, how do you feel about going into the army?
How does he feel? You ask how he feels. He's much shy to tell you, so
absolutely nothing to the rumor he's engaged.
She's a real pal, like a sister,
Absolutely.
and it doesn't mean a thing. And at 18-carat diamond, it was just a friendship ring.
For he's a boy of standing, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. Then why was her husband so mad?
Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. And to be true.
Is it true that you found Conrad in a reform school?
That is a lie!
A lie through and through. I'll tell you where he came from. Here's the story, and it's true.
He was born in Indochina, son of missionaries,
On a 1,000-acre farm,
very poor and very hungry.
from a line of wealthy
What a
planters,
cruel life to
full
bear.
of southern charm.
Then he drifted down to
Indian by the
Hong
river,
to a waterfront saloon.
in the moonlight they would.
That is where I heard him
That's when
sing.
Conrad started singing.
Beneath that dirty Hong
The
Kong
old
moon.
plantation moon.
Oh, beautiful voices, like before our winds of rain. Oh, America, America, God shine His grace on thee. For He's a understanding and honest, patriotic, healthy, normal
Conrad, Bertie. Well, welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before we escort you to the town hall where the mayor himself is waiting, I would like to introduce to you the girl upon you who have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, and who will now lead us in reciting the Conrad Bertie Pledge, Kim McAfee.
I, Chris McAfee, being of sound mind and body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to Conrad Bertie and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For he's a understanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. For he's a understanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Okay, Rosie, you stay here, and I'm gonna go after Conrad.
But Albert!
I need to make Conrad's speech for him. Stack the bags, bring them to the house, and if I see a taxi, I'll send it back.
Kim, before you go, can I talk to you for a minute?
Right now, I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't think so, Kim. It's important.
Hugo Peabody was so important that we have to talk to her right now.
What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after you give her a pin, she goes around kissing someone else. That was so important. I want you to know that I'm quite upset about this. I've already had several headaches and a nosebleed.
Why, Hugo? I believe you're actually jealous of Conrad Bertie.
Me jealous? I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous. And I have every right to be. Kim's mistake.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. Oh, I may admire Conrad Bertie as one admires a far, distant, and unattainable ideal. But I'm pinned
just saying that to make me feel better?
I mean every word of it, Hugo. Conrad Birdie is just a friend. A steady is forever. One boy, one special boy, one boy to go with, to talk with and walk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. One boy, one certain boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, have coke with. One boy, not two or three. One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Oh, Kim, I feel so much better now. All thoughts of renewals may have utterly vanished.
You are silly to worry, Hugo. Conrad Birdie may be a great public figure, but he doesn't make me feel all faint and dizzy when I think of him. Only my steady does that. Why, even when I say his name, I don't feel a thing. Listen. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
The boy she loved is why we makes her dizzy and almost faint. Oh, and you heard her, lady. That boy's me.
One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One guy, one special guy, one guy to live for, to care for, be there for.
Rosie, what's the matter?
I was just thinking of you, Albert.
Never mind thinking of me, my speech. Where is it?
It's in your briefcase.
Well, bring it along. Come on.
That's the way it should be.
And so it is, with great pride and prejudice, as well as the usual pomp and circumstance, that I welcome you to our fair city and present to you this 14-karat solid gold key so generously donated by the men at Sweet Apple Grass Works. And as I present this key to you, Conrad Birdie,
He said it! He said the name!
what happened? All I did was say Conrad Birdie.
Ah!
can't finish my speech.
About your speech, we want to hear from Conrad. Oh, speak to us, oh beautiful one. Tell us how you make the glorious sound that even now, in the anticipation of it, has reduced me to a snarling, raging, panting jungle beast. Oh.
Oh, Edna, what's the matter?
You gotta be sincere.
What are you doing, Mr. Birdie?
You gotta feel it here. 'Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. What you feel is true. Really feel it through. Make them feel it too. Write this down on you. Gotta be sincere. Honestly sincere. Man, you've gotta be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it here, then it's gotta be right, oh baby. Oh honey, hug me, suffer. In everything I do, my sincerity shows through. I look you in the eye, don't even have to try. It's automatic, I'm sincere. When I sing about me, I really feel that dream. When I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right, oh baby. Oh honey, hug me, so. You gotta be sincere, oh you gotta feel it here. Oh baby, oh my baby, oh yeah, oh my baby, oh yeah, yeah.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Oh, Mr. Birdie?
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true.
I'm tired. We've been here all night.
Well, we promised to sing the birdie song 10,000 times, didn't we? Well, we've got 5,276 to go. So,
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you.
Daddy, I wish you'd hurry up. I want to have all this mess cleared away before Conrad comes down.
This mess, as you refer to it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast. And I intend on enjoying it.
Kim, your father has a right to enjoy his eggs, but I'm sure he won't mind if we just quietly clear away some of these other things. I know, the house is a bit hectic this morning, but I'm sure. But Kim's gone through a lot of trouble to fix Mr. Birdie a special breakfast And I want to make sure everything's ready for him when he comes down. After all, he's a national figure. And I want to these New York people to know that we know how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. Of course, it doesn't really mean that much to me personally. But for Kim's sake, all done. Okay. Did you enjoy it, dear? Good. Now, did we hurry along?
Doris, I am not moving from this room until I get my coffee and read my papers.
Oh, sorry, dear. I forgot to make your coffee this morning. How about a nice warm 7-Up?
Morning, Pa. I hope you don't mind, but I cut out a few stories about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to both the woman I have married and the children I have sired. The vote has been denied no one for reason of age, sex, or political affiliations. There has been no taxation without representation, and open covenants have been openly arrived at. Last night, I gave up my room to a guest who repeatedly referred to me as fat. Telephone calls were made on my phone to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept in a camp cot, with my feet in the fireplace and my head in an ashtray. Outside my window, 3 harpies shrieked, "We love you, Conrad!" 4,723 times. And now, I have just lost to Friday. Gentlemen, the democracy is over! Parliament is dissolved, the Magna Carta is revoked, and Nero is back in town! And you don't serve the Emperor warm 7-Up!
Mr. McAfee, I hope you don't mind keeping off the phone for a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call from New York.
Perfectly all right, I'll go out and burn Rome.
Mother, what's wrong? Oh, nothing, dear. Your father just excited about Conrad's being here, that's all.
He's coming, he's coming! Mother, you call the kids. I'll get the eggs.
Girls, you better hurry if you want to watch him eat. Here we are, Kim!
I'm sorry, Doris. We just have to come. And Andy back here.
He's here!
Call me for lunch. Hi, Fats.
Now look, Doris, about that boy.
Harry, he's just shy. Ask me.
After all, Kim is only 15 and
Daddy, please, not in front of everybody.
I don't care who is here. No ill mannered louses.
Tell him, Pa.
You shut up.
Oh, Harry, you don't have the right to say that.
This is my house, and until you're 8.
But Daddy!
I said shut up until you're 8.
But Daddy!
Will you leave me alone?
Mr. and Mrs. McAfee, Kim, Randy, is this how you really want 5 billion Americans to see you right now?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're going on television with Conrad.
On television?
Yeah, I just got confirmation from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're gonna be on the Ed Sullivan show? Like the Ed Sullivan show?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna cut in on Sweet Apple, Ohio at 8:30 on Sunday, and you're all going to be on.
Me? On the Ed Sullivan show? Ed Sullivan. I, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan. Ed
really important, I have to say.
Of course, it's been used as a movie house for the past 30 years, but I think it'll do for the TV show.
It'll be swell, Rose. Now, there's something very important I have to tell.
They're shipping down the cameras and lights today, and whatever costumes we need, we can.
It's gonna be great, Rose. Now, if you forget about the self intro for 1 second, there's something really important I have to talk to you about. It's about you and I, Rose.
You and me, English teacher.
I'm serious, Rose. Being out here together with you has made me see all kinds of things in a different light. That's why I'm gonna tell you that I wrote Mama to tell her that no matter what happens, I'm giving up Emily Lou.
Albert, you did it!
And yes, I did, Rose. I wrote her the day we left, which leaves us 3 days and 3 nights for her to get in touch with me. And so far, not a word. If you ask me, I'm sure she's accepted the whole thing by now. Come in.
3 days and 3 nights on a trailway bus. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother, and for a mother, a trailway bus is good enough.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I wouldn't come? A woman clearly gets a letter written under the influence of drugs, and she should stay at home? Don't mind me. It's just a mother's tears. Dear Mom, this is to let you know that Almei Lu is dissolved. Your friend, Albert. Almei Lu is dissolved? Dissolve me. Who am I to you anyway? A sick old woman who would last the night. I just want one stone with one word carved on it. Albert's mother. Oh, and I don't want you to spend a cent on my funeral or send a limousine to my final resting place. I'll walk.
Mama.
Oh, and tell that Spanish friend of yours she knoweth not what she doeth.
Mama, Rose is right there.
This is Rose? Oh, Albert, for her own sake, send her back. Oh, and don't worry about finding a new secretary. It just so happens I met a wonderful, refined girl. Sunny, say hello to Gloria Rasputin. Hi, Al. You're so cute.
But Mama, I don't need a new secretary. Have Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for? She'll be hitting retirement in a year or 2.
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance, and I figured I could help with the secretary stuff, and you can help me get into show business. May, hold this, honey. Can you play Swanee River?
Oh, it's my favorite selection.
Get a load of this, Sal.
Well, you certainly have wonderful qualifications, but I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez.
Don't worry about the movies, Sunny. They can always cut away and help her up.
Well, I do have all these releases to get out, and Miss Gloria could help you with them, unless it makes any difference to you, Rosie.
Why should it make any difference to me?
Atta girl, Rosie. You just stay here and keep working, and I'll go along with Miss Rasputin. Do you have to stay down there?
Just for a few minutes. Man, would you be a dear and help me? You put to the other side. Use it up.
Well, I'll go find you two a typewriter.
Do you use a touch system?
Whenever possible.
I could kill him. I could just
Excuse me,
kill
Miss Alvarez,
him.
but I'm looking for Kim McAfee. I just want to tell her that she is not to kiss Conrad Birdie on that Sullivan show tonight, because if she does, Miss Alvarez, is anything wrong? Miss Alvarez, it's me, Hugo Peabody. Can I do anything for you?
Yes, Hugo. I think you can
the best in color slides is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, the young man you've all been waiting to see. As you know, in just about 14 hours, one of show business's brightest talents is going off to play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee, and their children, Randy and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to the typical American soldier, Mr. Conrad Birdie.
Oh, one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Only one time. It really is sublime. Oh, I'm so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Baby, won't you give me one last kiss? Baby, won't you give me one last kiss? Oh, one last kiss. Give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie.
Hugo, you hit him!
He deserves it. He's a thief of love.
Hugo Peabody, I never want to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that child in?
I did, Albert.
Rosie?
It's sort of a farewell present to you and Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Wait, Rosie, you can't leave me here all alone.
Oh, you're not alone, Albert. You're on television.
For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American
That's how long I've wasted on him. That's all. I'm through, Albert dear, to put it sweetly. I'm through with you. That's right. Away from now on, it's just going to be me, Rosie, on the town, singing, dancing, having a ball, making out for 8 years of big love with that mama clutching, aspirin splitting 6-foot tower of jello. What did I ever see it here? How did I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see it here? single one of them. Egotistical, selfish human beasts.
Then what do we poor women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings while we live. Sip from the cup of life. Makes the potions full strong and drain it to the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson? Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't. Will we leave them? No, we won't. Tell me what did I say that's true? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken teeth, broken nails, broken hearts. What did we ever see in Hugo F. Peabody? Huh? Hugo! Why, he's just as bad as Mr. Peterson, if not worse. Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you. Don't be ridiculous, Kim. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
Yeah, and look what happened to her. Kim, why don't you have some milk and cookies and go to bed?
It's too late for milk and cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live to sip the dregs. We'll help each other with our potions.
Sure, you're right. That was the part leading directly to the...
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay and I don't feel like getting into bed. Now leave me alone.
Be reasonable, Conrad. You just had a severe shock, and the best thing to do is to get you a... There she is! The traitor that stabbed me in the heart when my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert.
Be careful, Sonny. She may be armed.
Don't worry, Mama. I can handle it. You go with Conrad upstairs and make sure you get this into bed.
Oh, wait for me, Conrad.
Albert, for the last time, will you let me by? I'm going on to town tonight and I don't want to waste another minute.
Not before I've had my say, Rose. Thanks to Mama's quick thinking, the kiss will happen after all. It looks like you failed, Rose, as anyone must fail when they try to take down me, Al Peterson, one of the giants, the titan, one of the King Kongs of music
Get out
industry.
of my way, you defrocked English teacher.
Rosie, you come back. Do you hear me? This is King Kong calling. Rosie, I need you. Please come back. And I don't care how you plead or beg, Miss Alvarez. You're through here in El Loop. You're fired. Sorry to do this in front of you folks, but I had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that.
Probably from Hong Kong again.
Hello, this is Al Peterson speaking. I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, but Miss Alvarez is no longer with us. Yes, that's right.
Miss Alvarez, wait for me. I'm coming with you.
Where do you think you are going, young lady?
With Rosie. To drink deep the dregs and sip full hearty the bourbon cup to live.
Upstairs.
But Daddy.
Did you hear me? I said... Upstairs.
Miss Alvarez was right. You're all the same.
What did you say? Doris, we failed as parents. I never asked for much of the children of this house, just respect. Respect is all I asked for. But did I get any respect? I did not get any respect. I got no respect.
I respect you, Pop.
I don't want your respect. You're a child. What good is respect from a child? Doris, you're the upstairs. I'm not a well man.
Now look here, Mr. Lewis. No 3-cent reporter can bulldoze me. I happen to be Al Peterson. And you can print that in whatever cheap paper you have to represent. It's not Mr. Lewis, it's Mr. Loose. And it's not a paper, it's a magazine. Rosie, I need you!
Sonny boy, where are you going?
No, nowhere's Mama. out is kind of stuffy in here, so I thought to look for Rosie, Mama. I miss her and I want her back.
By all means, Sonny, go find your Lady of Spain and bring her back here. Oh, and by the way, dear, on the way back, don't forget to take my head out of the oven.
Mama, I've had enough of this. Don't you realize what's happened here? She's gone out to make all the years she's wasted on me.
Oh, Sonny, you're right. I'll help you find her. Only maybe I should give you the message from Conrad first.
What message?
Well, Conrad said that he won't be able to meet back here in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this before?
I tried to, darling sweetheart.
I don't know what's the matter with him. Conrad! Conrad!
Orlu, take it easy. I'm coming. Before you start your hollering, Albert, I just want you to know that I've made up my mind. I'm tired of getting up at 9 every morning, having people watch me when I eat, letting kids poke me in the eye. I just want to have some fun. Go out, meet a couple of young chicks. Don't you understand, Albert?
Mama, don't just stay there, do something.
Conrad, have you ever thought in terms of a more mature woman?
This is my last free night before I'm going into the army, and I am going out.
You can't go out without my permission. It says so in your contract. Mama, get my contract. It's in my... Never mind, I'll get myself. Conrad, you stay right here.
Conrad!
There are chicks just want some kissing, and I need to kiss me a few. Man, those chicks don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks, all ready for tasting, and there's Cadillacs all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. There's such a lot of living to do. Don't you?
Yes, Mr. Birdie.
What's the lowdown on this town?
Sweet Apple, Ohio was founded in 1852 by German.
What do you do here? When are you going to have a ball?
Well, there's the old church basement and the sweet shop, and the older kids go in the ice house.
What's this?
I don't know. Ice, I guess.
It just so happens, Mr. Birdie, that the ice house is where people go when they want to be alone.
Hey, aren't you that chick I was supposed to kiss?
I am not a chick. I'm a fully grown woman, and I insist on being treated as such.
Now you're talking chick. Come on, let's go. We got things to do. Crazy clothes and motor races.
Someone nice.
Harvey Johnson, I want you home this minute.
Ursula, do you hear me? I'm calling you. Ursula!
There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. If only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come and show it. Says what I'm getting, what I'm living to do.
Kim, come back, Kim.
Kim, where are you? Oh, Hugo. Have you seen Kim?
Don't ask me. Ask Conrad Birdie.
What are you talking about?
They're out together having moonlight swims and motorboat races at Loop de Loop. I am going to do the only sensible thing. Drink myself to death.
Moonlight swims? Motorboat races? Loop-a-loop? Doris, get my gun.
Mr. McAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
No, I intend on seeing him, Mr. Peterson. So if you have any message for him, I'll be glad to deliver it right after I shoot him.
Shoot him! Rosie, I need to find Rosie.
Dear, what are you talking about? You know that you don't have a gun.
There's a BB rifle in the garage.
That's mine, Pa.
Shut up. I wonder where I can find BBs this late at night.
Anyway, it's broken here.
They get me anything! The bow and arrow I bought you last Christmas with the suction tips, don't just stand there! My daughter has gone up to loop the loop with a fin! Get me a water gun! Kids, I know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful, noisy, crazy, sloth, lazy, loafers. The well-run subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids, I don't mind the moonlight swims, it's the loop that hurts. Kids, why don't they lower the drafting age to about 11? Kids, I didn't know how to hold hands until after World War II. Kids, they're just impossible to control. Kids, when they're all so close to their rock and roll. Why can't they dance like we did? What's wrong with Sammy Cake?
Hey, Pop, here's my pea shooter.
A pea shooter? What could... Never mind, give it to me! What's the matter with kids today?
I'll have a double rock on this scotch. I put some rock in this time. Can you make me vodka malted?
How old are you?
32.
Get out!
What about a beer?
Beat it!
Just let me sit here alone with the empty glass in front of me.
Out!
I demand to see the manager. Where's Maud?
I'm on Charlie F. Money. If you don't get out of here in 1 minute, I'll grab you by the scruff of your neck and throw you out.
Okay, I'm going. But this is the last time I do my drinking in this place.
double bourbon, scotch on the side, no ice, and put a cherry in it. Make that 2 cherries. And bring on the dancing boys. Alvarez is the name, but I want you to call me Spanish Rose.
Well, Spanish Rose.
See?
Get out!
Now wait a minute, you can throw me out.
Yeah?
I'm an American citizen.
Hello, this is
My
Al Peterson
constitutional
speaking.
right to have a
Is
drink
Miss
with
Alvarez
my
there?
master choose, and do any manner of wild and trashy things here if I
Miss Alvarez.
This is
I think
Spanish
that's her voice
Roses
right
coming
now.
out.
Please
Party
put her on the line.
coming out. I'm me coming out.
Hold the wires! Hey, Fidel Castro, I got a guy named Peterson wants to talk to you.
Tell that wheezy little rat I'm not here.
That proves she's there. Who else knows I'm a weaselly little rat? Rosie, you've got to help me find Conrad.
And furthermore, even if I were this rose, which I am not, the one thing that would certainly make me hang up is any mention of anybody named Conrad.
Wait. I won't mention Conrad. We'll talk about anything. You, me, I, anything. Honey, please talk to me.
Talk to me.
Rose, are you alone?
No, I'm not alone, Albert. I'm with friends.
Come on, Rosie, you've got to help me find Conrad.
And that's only the beginning, Albert. From now on, the sky's the limit. Parties, balls, dances. Goodbye. Get out of Spanish Rose's way.
Wait, somebody stop her. Spanish Rose. Wait,
Hey, lady, wait a minute.
Miss Alvarez! I have a favor to ask you. Could you go back in there and get me some Dawkins told me to go?
Not for $1 million.
But my whole world is stopping for me. I can't get a drink, and Kim's run off Miss Conrad to the ice house.
Kim and Conrad. Albert. I've got to phone Albert. Hugo, you stay right here.
Come on, Pearl Clyde retreat. Here it is. Hurry, Mom.
I don't know why we have to go running around looking for someone it would be better not to find in the first place. Now, if you listen to me, Sonny, you'll come home, have a nice hot cup of Ovaltine, and go to bed.
Mama, I guess you didn't hear what I said earlier. I'm not going home until we find Rosie. Now, if you don't want to help me, that's all right with me. In fact, I don't think it's a bad idea. Why don't you go home, Mama?
What did you say, sweetheart darling?
I said, why don't you go home, Mama?
Would you mind repeating that once more, sunshine of my existence?
I said, go home, Mama. I no longer need you.
So, it's come at last. At last it's come. The day I knew would come at least has come at last. My Sonny boy doesn't need me anymore. Well, what are you waiting for? Throw me out with the garbage. Put me out with the used grapefruits and the empty cans of bumblebee tuna. Oh, and I got some good news for you, dear. I got a condition. Never mind what kind of condition. It's a condition. And the one thing doctors can't cure is a condition. Oh, and I don't want you to spend a cent on my funeral. Just wait till Mother's Day, wrap me in a flag, and dump me in the river.
Are you finished, Mama?
Yes, Sonny boy.
Good night, Mama.
You're just like your father. You'd marry anything. Good night, Sonny boy.
Ah, my name is not Sunny Boy.
Good night, Albert.
Mr. Peterson, Have you seen Conrad and Kim?
Ah, there, Mr. McAfee. A pleasure seeing you. Unfortunately, I must let you know that Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. What I'm looking for now is Miss Albert... Conrad and Kim?
They ran away together.
And if we don't find them soon, Mr. Peterson, I intend on calling the FBI.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Doris, have you seen Ursula? Is she missing too? Since 10 o'clock and I've looked everywhere.
Mr. Peterson?
No, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. They're probably down by the drugstore. Maybe had one of those gang wars.
Gang wars?
But it worked. Anyhow, I've got the perfect right to be drunk. My girls want to always come out to the movies. Great double bill tonight. Flying down to Rio and Greed. And gosh, what a great cast. Dolores Del Rio.
And Jean, Raymond.
And what a score. I'd forgotten about that. Rosie, where have you been? I've been looking for you all night. I need to tell you, I've finally done it. I've told Mom to go home.
Albert, Kim and Conrad have gone to the ice house.
The ice house?
Ice house? Doris, call the mountain police!
Well, here we are, Conrad. This is the ice house. Fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course. When you've been here just as much as I have. I've been here with just about everybody, you know. Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts. There you are, oh sensuous one. He's looking for you everywhere.
That's nice. No, out of the way. I'm late.
But no. You don't understand. We're coming with you. You said it yourself. We've got a lot of living to do.
Now wait a minute.
We'll never go home again. We'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Moonlight swings, horrible races.
All this stuff really isn't as much fun as I made it out.
We can start right now. Let's party! Why don't you go back to the house and I'll go down to the courthouse and try talking to the mayor.
I guess you don't understand what I said before. This is the new Albert.
Albert.
Don't but Albert me. I am mad. And as my first command, I command you to be down by the station at 6:30 with all our stuff, and when I tend to be there with Conrad, and I further command you to bring whatever legal documents necessary, because by 2400 hours tomorrow, I intend on making you Mrs. Peterson. Roger, over now. Rosie, did I ever mention I love you? Oh, I do. Conrad!
It's going to be such a wonderful life. I'm gonna be Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, and Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson. Oh, Rosie, nothing can stop me now.
Hello, Rose.
Hello, May.
Have you a minute to spare for a heart-to-heart with an old friend?
Oh, I'll always have time to talk with the woman who by tomorrow evening I'll be able to call...
Don't say it, Rose!
I'll be able to call Mother.
Oh, the coolest words I ever heard. To think I would live to see the day.
Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rosita.
Huh? Call me Mrs. Peterson.
There's no one here. Come on.
Now look, Albert.
Shut up and get on the train. It took every cent I had to bail you out. I don't want you seen until we're out of the state. Now get aboard.
Now wait a minute, buddy boy. You may have saved my life, and whether you pay me no guarantee or not, I've got a contract with you forever.
Conrad, what are you saying?
Here's a blank piece of paper. I sign my name to Albert. You just fill in whatever you'd like.
Hello, Albert.
Mama.
Hello, Rose. You look good for a change. I know all about you two. Don't worry, I won't make a fuss. I'll do what any intelligent mother has to do. Goodbye, dear. Oh, and don't worry about the code. You'll have 3 Ming stoles as soon as the train passes over me.
Mama, get up and get on the train. I have no time for this nonsense.
Now just a minute, Mr. Peterson. I demand to know what you've done with Mr. Birdie. He is not in that jail.
Well, I haven't seen Conrad all day. I'm just here to say goodbye to Rosie.
Mr. Peterson?
Now, there's no point getting excited, dear. After all, there's no real harm done. Kim and Hugo are back together again. As a matter of fact, the sweetest thing happened. He proposed to her this morning, and she accepted him. Yeah, what's wrong?
My life is over now. I'll sell my house and go into a home. All aboard!
Albert, the train's leaving. Get on!
Bye, Conrad.
Well, here I am, Albert, 6:30 on the button. Where's the train?
It left at 6:25.
Oh, Albert, you told me to be here at
Mama
6:30 sharp. I know because...
and Conrad.
Albert, you wanted us to miss that train.
Why go back to New York when you have tickets for Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
What's in Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
An opening in the teaching staff at Pumpkin Falls Junior High. They have an opening for English and romantic science. And I hope you've brought your documents, Rose. They prefer their applicants to be married.
Oh,
Rosie. Did anyone ever tell you that's the most beautiful name in the world? I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch the daisies for hours, and all I knew was several hours older. Lilacs and lilies, any blue you please. All I did was make me shrug or sneeze. Now my life is something that I see. For a lovely little rose loves me. My life is rosy since I found my Rosie. Rosie, how could I be blue? Hand in hand we'll mosey, me and little Rosie. We will be so cozy by a fire built for two. Oh, I once heard a poem that goes, a rose is a rose is a rose. Well, I don't agree, take it from me. There's one rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my rose. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me. Now my life is rosy
happy I
since I found my Rosie. With the girl I wrote, how could I be blue?
Oh, we'll have us a home out west, a nice little split pebble nest, and in every room, roses in bloom.
Rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song, but now it's right, then one could be wrong. Life is one sweet, beautiful